Good night, everybody. Here I am again. Let's take a closer look at the moon. Pretty bright tonight. There's a bunch of stars. The road, the cars, the people going nowhere. Yeah. How's it going? Just decided to record a video for no goddamn reason. Yes. Well, I'm into proclamations. What do I mean? I am now into something that I created for myself, which is whenever I'm feeling agitated, nervous, when I want to take something off from me, I just spell it out to the universe to see, to hear, to whatever, in the hopes or in the certainty that this little message I give will be transcribed or written into the very fabric of reality, and it may change something along the lines, you know. For example, there was this few days in this shit when I was doing some things in automatic because I realized now I'm kind of living in automatic most of the time. There, there are these moments like this one, which I realize myself. I try to focus into who I am, but most of the time it's like daydreaming, except it's just like a nightmare, you know. But whatever. Oh yeah, the example of spelling out my intent. Oh, that word intent, yes. So, as an example, a few days ago, I believe it was last Saturday. Yeah, I guess it was last Saturday. There was an event I was invited to. There is this woman, and she's married and she has her life and whatever. But being pretty honest, I'm a lonely man. I've been alone most of my life, even though I'm young and haven't barely lived. But okay, well, I'm getting off topic here. Yes, I was in this event, and just like most of my days, the whole day during this event, these little commemoration, inauguration, or something of a football field, I was not bored. I was just in in a rage, you know. I was just furious inside. Like I could feel myself there, my presence there, like I don't have a better word for it, like a ghost, like a specter or something. Whoa, I think I just saw a bug passing through me. Yeah. So the whole day I was enraged. I felt ignored. I felt like disconnected. Well, looking at it now, I guess it was kind of good feeling that way. I wasn't being part of it, but at the same time, like feeling like nothing, feeling like you you don't belong anywhere. You know what I felt most of my life. So when I was going back home with a a 6 or 7 out of 10 headache, I laid down. I couldn't I couldn't stay in bed to so my headache could pass away. So I got up, I started rumbling and walking and punching walls, and then I just started talking to myself, and then I felt some presences all around me, like mocking me and shit. So I looked all around me and started giving commands, giving orders, giving just saying my intent. And I said, basically, I don't remember exactly, but I believe I said something along the lines of, um, like this: if nothing is gonna happen in my life, just finish it. If people are gonna show up in my life and they're not gonna make a lick of difference, if people are gonna just show up and bore me or make me sad or shit like that, they better not even show up. I better not even meet them. And let it be. Let it be as I am saying. I intend that. And so after that, I guess it's been a week and a few days. Like, yeah, it was past week, so it's been a week and a day, 8 days ago. After that, I realized people just started getting away from me. Just started, I mean, not started. They stopped interacting with me one by one. Even some of my so-called family members. And I was like, what's going on? Maybe, maybe that is working. Maybe what I just did is working. Wow, something in my life is finally working. So I realized, hey, why not use that? I mean, I don't want to say to my advantage, just why not just use that to turn the tides, change the course of things? Because I gotta be honest, maybe everything here, my life, your life, history itself is being guided by these intents that are not our own. And if within our little spheres of influence we are able to change it a bit, you know, for the good or for the bad, it is a start, you know, it's somewhere to begin. So yeah, that's the little example. I was, I was, yeah, I am actually following now. So yeah, I mentioned this woman that I got with in that event. She got with her husband, and I was like, meh, okay. And I had very few, very select so-called friends in which I only still have some contact with one man nowadays, and he's with his life also. And basically, to be honest, right now I don't talk with anyone. And there came this woman, Mary, works the same place I work, and she appears to give me some attention, some friendship, and all of a sudden, after I proclaim this, like, let's call this proclamation, this intent given, I got the, what is a good name for it? The get away from me intent. Depart from me intent, yes. Like so-called Jesus said, when they came to him, he said, depart from me, for I don't know you. I guess that's kind of my intent, you know. Well, so this woman, All of a sudden, it doesn't talk with me much anymore, even though we work together. Yes, and yeah, I always had this imagination, this fertile imagination. So I imagine, this woman's gonna send me a message, like in the very last moment, like during the night, about something she wants for tomorrow, and that's it. And it happened. And I just started laughing. I just laughed. Ah, man. 10 minutes already. Okay. Sometimes I believe I've just recorded myself and during the whole length of the video I just said nothing. Yeah, maybe I just repeated everything that I've already told before, which is basically meaningless beliefs. Yes. But hey, time's up. I have a theory. I don't. I think I've already said it before, but let's talk about 2012. Um, some circles of influence, some people, some cult leaders, and some influencers, and some theories, some so-called truthers are mentioning that 2012 was the beginning of this age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, yes. And what does that mean? Well, Aquarius, from the constellation of Aquarius, according to the mythology and legends, is the water bearer. The water bearer brings about the age of Aquarius, which means enlightenment and revealing, the pouring of water, and blah blah. Well, doesn't it seem that since 2012 things just got worse? And I guess I mentioned my other theory also, that we live in the natural cycle of degradation, of rottenness. It's it's a cycle. So if anything, this is an age of revealing. Yes, it's revealing a lot of stuff. Well, some people realize, some people don't. I mean, most people don't, but they're being shown. They're being shown some stuff about reality, how nothing makes sense, how the only thing that matters is the self, discovering the self, knowing the self. And important too is realizing that this world is not what it seems. At the least, it's an illusion, and at the most, it's a spirit prison. So 2012 may have been the very end and beginning of a cycle, and call it whatever. Revelation, age of Aquarius, who cares? What matters is what's being perceived, not the terms that are being used to define it. And at least me, I perceive this whole thing as being a cycle of degradation, of testing, proving something to whatever. I believe it's proving something to the self, or maybe, I don't know, enduring, a time of enduring a time of, I don't know. I just I feel it's like a window of opportunity to prove that the self, for each individual, that the self is prepared to move along, to leave it all behind. And to me personally, it means that in the next phase of the spirit, once it leaves its body or ascends or whatever happens, it no longer has to pass through such an experience. And in the meanwhile, it's also a cycle, a beginning of a cycle uh, that presents a window of opportunity for such beings with spiritual enhancement, so to say, to declare their intent. And if it's true, and if it's being listened, and if it's being written in the so-called Akashic records, which I call the fabric of the reality we're inserted, it's a window of opportunity for such beings to intend and make it manifest. So I'll do it right now. I intend for my spirit to be free, and for my brothers, sisters, and spirits alike to perceive and receive what they intend, so they may proclaim it too. So it be. Couldn't things be that simple? Yeah, some people would think that it would be boring, just intending things to happen, proclaiming it, and then boom, they happen. Well, uh, putting it into perspective, that one spirit, just one, is possibly being reincarnated and recycled here for ages and ages, thousands upon thousands of years, repeating the same things, having similar experiences by default. Well, there comes a time when the spirit just decides if it wants to stay and do this a little more, or just get back to the origins. And from there, who cares what it or he or she or whatever wants to do or not to do. I imagine myself as a free, unlimited spirit, just not existing, just not feeling, not seeing, not doing anything at all. Just, you know, just being in true nothingness for a while. Yeah, that's a possibility. That could be revealing for a lot of us. Just staying still in nothingness, and even without any thoughts, you know, pure silence and nothing. And then, boom, you want to create a whole world for yourself to play, or to just observe, or to just anything, or create something entirely new, you know. Yeah, okay, 19 minutes. Yeah, this was just a quick rumbling. There are some days that I argue with myself for hours. You know, sometimes I extrapolate myself and start screaming and talking loud, and people in the streets or some of my family members look at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, nothing. I just, you know, I just fake it and pretend I was doing something else. But yeah, these are just signs of a tormented mind. But I believe the mind is part of this place, whatever that is. The spirit is the true self. Anything else here is just consequence of a material hollow existence. Yes, but I just feel and believe, can't prove, can't say it for sure, but I feel and believe that now we have this window of opportunity amidst this chaos and degradation to proclaim, intend, and make it with our intentions, whatever we want. Of course, if you intend to take over the world or have a great time here and go around with lots of women, or in case of girls, being with lots of guys and taking over the town and being number one. I mean, these material things, I believe they're not gonna work anyway. But your spirit, your experiences, the things around you that affects you, these things, maybe you can drive your intent into them and change the course, you know. Of course, if as long as you don't affect anybody else. In my case, I intended for the course of things. If something that's not gonna benefit me is coming my way, I just intended it to not even meet me. It may be people, it may be events, it may be anything. And with that, now people are avoiding me. And I'll know if somebody comes to my knowing, like I know some new people and they stick around, I will know then that these people will make a difference in my life. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I'll pause the video now and count number that's not a gematria or synchronicity or anything, because I also proclaimed a while ago not to see 144, 1111, 1212, you know, because I believe I did the same. I proclaimed if nothing's gonna happen regarding those numbers, I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want them to show up everywhere. And boom, so it happened. Okay, 23 minutes. That's all I had to say. Now I'll try to upload it. And that's it. Oh, and if you're into any of these cult like what's the word, phase, yeah, if you're into some cult phase of your life, well, good luck. I don't hope, I know you'll get over it, maybe jump to some other stuff, or maybe you will realize you are a spirit and stop doing this shit like I do, like I did actually. Yes. Okay, bye bye.